Storytelling has the power to build communities and bridge divides. Learning about the folks around you is a simple first step. Join us as we connect with our neighbors to hear their stories and explore the ways they bind our community together. We're Mid-Continent Public Library, and it's nice to meet you.
My name's Garrett Fry. I'm in 8th grade at Delta Woods Middle School. First time I ever saw a spelling bee, I was in 3rd grade. It was required for all students at my elementary school to go down and sit and watch the school spelling bee in the gym. I'd always been a decent speller, and I thought, I could do that. Next year, I took the preliminary test for it and made it to my school spelling bee. I ended up finishing 3rd.
I wasn't surprised that he was interested in it. He's always been a big reader, a good student, very curious, and has always had a strong vocabulary, even as a young child.
I'm an avid reader. I think that's where I got my original spelling talent from, is reading so much and absorbing words.
Most of the time, once he sees a word once or twice, it's there. To be honest, that's the part to me that's fascinating, not only with him, but with the rest of these kids that are so talented. A lot of them have that ability.
The next year, I did not win my school spelling bee. That was a down year for me. But then last year, I came back and beat a close friend, but a rival of mine, the spelling bee. In the district spelling bee that year, I didn't finish well at all. It was probably my worst finish ever. I used that as motivation to study hard for the regional spelling bee that March.
And every year he's become more focused and more dedicated.
Genuflect, genuflect. Correct.
To see him bounce back from that and to win that one, to get to go to DC, was really impressive.
I had really no expectation or kind of dream to make it to the National Spelling Bee. That was never the goal. The goal was just success.
It's a lot of pressure to be up there by yourself and to be able to remain confident and have composure, especially when you get out, and to be able to lose gracefully. So it's been a good learning process for him, and to watch him grow and mature.
I'm sure you've all heard the phrase, it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a congressional district to raise a speller.
Blue Springs does a really nice job of celebrating success as a community.
Last year, Garrett received a grant and was able to use that for spending money for the actual trip.
I think they're very proud. That's the main sense that I've gotten, is the entire community feels like that, even though it's something that he's doing on his own, it's very representative of Blue Springs, of Kansas City in general.
Aside from spelling, I do play a lot of golf and marching band practice. Golf is a big passion of mine, has been for probably as long as spelling has been.
What's the goal for today?
Probably break 95.
I do come from a family of athletes, and to see him get interested in this thing and make it his own, it's been very rewarding just to see him dig in the way that he has.
Last year, being at the National Spelling Bee and seeing the finals, I'm right there.
And this year, I set maybe a little too high of a bar now. Well, no such thing. But now I'm trying to beat that.
What's the bar you set?
Yeah.
Higher than what I got last year.
What sets me apart from a lot of spellers at the national level is root words do not concern me as much. A lot of my spelling is based on my phonetic skills.
He does it completely on his own, and it comes from a self-motivation and self-drive.
There have been times when, he's in spelling mode or studying for a B, where he'll take words to a grandparent's house, and if he's staying overnight, they'll quiz him a little bit, and they get the same experience that Lisa and I get, which is feeling a little silly at times because you can't pronounce words that he's actually spelling.
Croquelure, croquelure, croquelure.
Hey Garrett, we just got to DC. How are you feeling?
Good. We came there from Nashville, had to go to a cousin's graduation, and then we went from Nashville to DC. So they have registration on a Sunday this year. In the evening, they have the opening ceremony, which I had a small speaking role in the opening ceremony and got to help open the bee. After the opening ceremony on Tuesday, they have the first 3 rounds, which are the preliminaries, and they get rid of about half the spellers that first day. and then the other half that advance go to the quarterfinals that are on Wednesday. It's kind of a surreal feeling being in that hall that's right in front of the ballroom where they have the spelling bee. You see 200 people lined up in that line, knowing that these are your competitors. One of you is going to win the Scripps National Spelling Bee that year.
Garrett, it's the night before preliminaries. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, ready to get this started.
There was 1,000 different emotions rushing in my head before the first word. I mean, there was some nerves. There was a lot of excitement. There was definitely a sense of let's get this done. I set a pretty high bar for myself last year, making it to semis and tying for 23rd, and I really, really wanted to beat that. So it was kind of this, go out there and do what you do, but at the same time, take your time.
Souchong, S-O-U-C-H-O-N-G, Souchong.
That is correct.
So those who advance from the quarters, which is about 2 or 3 rounds, this year it was 2, go to the semis, which are Wednesday evening. I made it to semis. So I kind of gauged my chances based on the words that were given early in the round. I knew about half of them, so I knew there was about a 50-50 shot of me getting it right.
Rickettsemia.
R-I-C-K-E-T-S-E-M-I-A. Rickettsemia.
Rickettsemia is spelled R-I-C-K-E-T-T-S-E-M-I-A.
There is no sadness to be had. There is just complete joy, and you're the 22nd best speller in America out of 11 million kids. That is nothing to hang your head about. I have a big summer ahead with marching band practice that I'm really looking forward to, and eventually carrying on my golf game and hoping to improve that and make the team in the spring. I think I made the right choice when I decided to participate in the spelling bee 5 years ago. That has taken me way beyond where I thought I'd be, and it's been truly life-changing, and I'm just so glad that I did it.